Hi everyone. I am in the mood to do another altered index card with things I still had out. This is the front of a card that Penny's Crafty Creation sent me in Happy Mail. And it is a little bit darker than white on the front, but I trimmed it down to 4 inches and the height was okay, probably 5.5. The index cards are 4 by 6, and I have I have all kinds of paper, but this is Stampin' Up! Paper. I believe it's going to be retiring soon if it's not already. Floral Delight is the name of the paper. It's 12 by 12, but my demonstrator had sent me some 6 by 6. I have not used it yet, and I am going to. I want to make some cards with it probably today also. I'm in a crafty mood. We'll see how much energy I have. So what I want to do first is I found I have this Stampendous 6 by 6 cling rubber stamp, which is all greenery. And I thought I'm going to do this background stamp on it all over. What I'm going to do though is rub the ink on here this way, and maybe this way. Which way do I want it? I think I want it this way. And put the ink on here and then turn the paper over and rub it. I think that'll be easier. I brought out a foam mat, even though this is a rubber stamp. I have to open this, hold on. So that's the first thing we're going to do. And then I brought in some speckled egg peeled paint because I thought it was close to this Old Olive by Stampin' Up, and some walnut stain. I think I'm going to do tone on tone on this. I was thinking originally maybe walnut stain, but I don't think I want to go that way. I just want to add something because not much of it's going to show, and I just want more of a texture to it. And then we're going to color this with the speckled egg and the peeled paint, I think. We'll see how that goes too. Hopefully I don't ruin it. And then I think we'll do some splattering. Not sure which color yet. Maybe that'll be walnut stain splatter or something. Yeah, we'll see. Or maybe we'll just spritz it with water and let that splat. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just spritz it with water. Okay, so I have never used this. I should be using this for Crack the Vault. I don't remember exactly when I got it. I'll leave that backing on. Front can go in there. I probably got this from Spellbinders. I probably got it at Spellbinders because they, I believe, now sell Stampendous also. Yeah, they do because they have the mice. The mice. All right, so let's go ahead and ink this up. Hopefully there's enough ink in this ink pad. And we only need 4 inches. This is kind of a thin paper. I could do multicolor, but like I said, it's not really gonna show. I just wanted to add some texture without making additional bulk because I'm gonna layer this, right? I could spritz it, but I don't want this paper wet because it's pretty thin paper. All right, let's try that. And just go down like this. And then I have this handy thing that my friend Paige gave me a while back. She was very nice to me and I didn't do enough for her. I'm not a very good friend. I really didn't have a whole lot of friends ever. Growing up I had 2 or 3 close. In high school I had 2 or 3 close, which I lost touch with. No clue how their lives are going or if they're still going, unfortunately. And I didn't go to my 50th class reunion, which was a couple months back, because I don't really associate with a lot of the people that go to those things. So anyway, I was talking to my doctor about that too. Yeah, it doesn't really show too much. It shows a little bit. Can you see it? I think that's okay. We're going to let that dry. Wish there could be a little more up there. Just put a little bit right there. Okay. Can you, yeah, you can see it. You know what would be really cool is doing that with embossing powder. Yeah, I might just spritz this to clean it. I have a paper towel down here I'll just use to clean it. So this could be a long video. Um, I'll try and break it up into pieces, but we'll get this first part done. And then I have to pause because I need to figure out what I'm going to do after that. But I'm just trying to use some things. Do you save your pretty, well, you probably don't use paper towel. I shouldn't either. I should be using, I have Swedish dishcloths and stuff. Anyway, I should be using those. So the next thing we're going to do while that's drying, still drying, is we're going to go first with the speckled egg, which is a very pale blue. I don't know, it seems pretty dry, but we're going to try it. I just want to go around all the edges with that and in a little bit. I thought about doing stripes, but I don't want to do that. I decided I don't want to do that. I don't know why, because I'm too traditional, I guess, and not contemporary enough. Anyway, a little more over here. Okay. Okay, and then, do you store your little thingies? I don't like them on the bottom like this. I started that idea years ago, but the problem is, A, it tears the back, but also they don't stack right, and I need to stack them like 3 or 4 in a on top of each other in a drawer. Anyway, so I think somebody showed little containers she got for them, and including the domed ones. And I think I need to invest in some of those. Probably have some around here not being used. And I think I will use walnut stain for the splatter. I think I want to come back in with a little more blue because I went out a little far on the green in a few places. And I think I'll also edge this once I glue this down in walnut stain. Come back in and get a little more blue on there. I love this color. It's very pale though, but I still love it. Okay, so we'll do the splatter and then I will come back to do more with you with the design. Okay, so I need a block. Ugh, any little old block will do. Nope, a little bit bigger than that. Hang on. Okay, here we go. This will do. Okay. I am going to, I need a little brush of some kind. Brush, like a paint brush. Those are blending brushes. Oh, hang on. Well, we'll use a water brush without water in it because I can't find my paintbrush right now. I have a whole bunch of them. Can I find them when I want them? No. Anyway, so I'm going to put some on this block and then spritz it and then spray. Okay. Hopefully, will it work? I don't know. It should work, right? It's not really working. You wipe that off and try it again. The only other thing I can think to do is get a brown marker. Or an ink refill. Maybe I put too much water on, not enough colors coming. Walnut stain's a pretty dark color once you get it going. There we go. I guess I just didn't have enough ink on there. When you water it down, it's not so dark, huh? But I'm okay with that. It looks natural, but not like overwhelmingly dark. You can use like a pencil or something to tap instead of your fingers, but you know. And I could use black to put dots. Maybe I'll get a darker blue also to, there's no water in this, so I can't, you know, I can't clean it properly. There we go. Okay, so let's wipe the block off, but we'll leave it out in case we need it to stamp or something. I forgot to bring the walnut stain thingy. Let me come back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I brought out a few things. I thought I could use these little birdie flowers in this pale green and blue. I thought would work with this. Or these wooden butterflies, which I can paint with acrylic markers. And these for sentiments, I thought either happiness. I thought these had a kind of a neutral look to them, so I can use them with this. And I thought either cut up life or happiness or both of those, but I'm leaning towards this happiness. I really like that. And then we might bring in some natural ribbon or twine or something too. I don't know. So first thing is, let's glue this down. Then we'll do some ink blending. And by the way, I rounded these corners with this thing. I have this detailed trio punch. It's long retired. And this side does, maybe we'll do that too. More of the green will show through. Then let's do that quick. It's a little hard. But yeah, I like that. So I rounded the corners first. And now we'll do this decoration. Decorative edge. Excuse me. Nope, that one didn't punch good. Now it's stuck. Stuck. There we go. Just pulled it out. Oh, that one's stuck too. I'm going to yank it quickly. There we go. All right. So that's done. And I'm going to get that off my desk because I don't need it anymore, I think. And I like that. Oh, I can't even put it in there. I like that that'll show some more of the green through. You really can't see that stamped texture. I'll have to use that with something else. Anyway, let's cover up this beautiful yellow paper. But I have enough of it. So I chose to use the back because A, it was handy. Right on the floor next to me. Not put away. I try not to rub because sometimes until this glue dries, it will wiggle. But it holds really good and dries pretty fast. All right, now let's edge this and this in the brown. I cut this 4x6, but they're just slightly off. I should trim that maybe. Yeah, we'll let it go. So this, I don't know when you'll see this. I'm actually filming it on Friday, April 25th, which is Arbor Day. So nice to have green on Arbor Day. I should have done a tree. Our fern will be our tree. And so happy Arbor Day, except that you might not see this until Thursday, May 1st for hashtag Deck the Year. So we shall see. So hello, whatever day it is for you when you're watching this. Let's do this one now. So this is pretty bendy. I still might trim that down a little bit. Yeah. The only thing, putting it this way, you know, the lines are that way, but it's okay. Oh, not really. I got a bunch in the corner up there. I don't know if it's enough splatter. I think I want some dark blue splatter on there too. So you might have to bear with me. Yes, I think I do. I want a little more color, but I want a darker blue. Hang on. Okay, so this color is Stampin' Up's Azure Afternoon, and I knew it was juicy, so we're gonna splat it with a little bit of that. I think I have painted china or something like that too by, oh, I like that. It just adds a little more pop to it, I think. I like doing splatter. I don't know if you do or not, but I sure do. Okay, that's enough. I'm getting carried away. I'll clean that brush later. Actually, I might want to clean it a little bit now. Sorry. And I'm just doing it by wetting it because there's nothing to squeeze yet. I should fill one, but I don't like leaving water sit if I'm not using them for a little bit, you know, because, yeah. Now, I could also stamp on here with some words or something. I'm not sure I want to do that. So for now, let's just glue this down. And then I have, I also brought out, these dots. Oh shoot. I think I just dropped, okay, there they are. What am I trying to say? I have this, which is a scrap, but I don't think I want magazine page on this, so I don't want to do that today. But I have this that Penny, I think I'll use that still on a different project. I'm torn. So I think we will use some of these. These are Altenew. I'm pretty sure I got these either as a free gift or a clearance. And we will use some of these and these. So I think I'm just going to glue this down. I'll be right back though, because I don't know if I want to back this on a piece of other paper. I might. And also I have to see if I want some twine or ribbon. So I'll be right back. Okay, I went through my ribbons and stuff. I decided just on this because it's a neutral and I think that'll go well. This was from Hobby Lobby. You can buy these huge rolls of baker's twine. I don't have the wrapper anymore. I don't remember. I'm sure I got it 40% off at one point. let's go ahead and glue this down, and then we're going to use these Sharpie art markers, creative art markers, creative markers, which I think will be great for coloring these wood butterfly pieces. And we'll just do that. And I am going to use happiness because being out in nature and seeing butterflies and birds makes my heart happy. Um, yeah, I'm not good at gardening or anything like that, but I just love, I would much prefer, for example, walking on a trail with my daughter or my son or anyone really, to standing on a treadmill in the house. I just prefer being out in nature. Now, in the summertime for me, that means I have to go early in the morning. And my daughter and I were talking about that yesterday because I usually meet her, excuse me, at lunchtime for our walks, at least once a week. We might do the second time this week, but we'll see. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I think I want to use this blue. Anyway, I'm going to do the whole thing and then I'll go over some of it with another color or two. So I need to use my tweezers. I'm really lazy about getting tweezers out. Let's see if I have a pretty green. I should have 3 butterflies out, right? Do green. And we could add sparkle to them too after this dries, which seems to be dries pretty quick on wood because it absorbs, I guess. Although it's acrylic, I think it's acrylic. They don't actually call them acrylic. I do have stated acrylic markers, but I'm pretty sure they are acrylic. They act like acrylic. And I think there's another blue. Let's get another one. And then we'll do the bellies, I guess the black to go with the black. The bellies, the bodies. Ooh, that's really dark. I don't know if I like that blue with it. That's all right. We'll do it now because maybe we'll do blue up here. And the light blue on the bottom. There we go. So these were from Dollar Tree, which I'm really happy about. I actually enjoy them immensely. And you get a lot in the package. I don't remember, 40 pieces for, it was $1.25 then. I think I have to go to Dollar Tree before their prices escalate and see if I can get some more. And if the prices already didn't go up. And now I'm going to go ahead. I don't like how I did that, so I'm going to go over the top part of this one with some of the light blue. So this is mixed media play to create this card. I might just show it on Friday. And on this one, I'll do the top green. You can do them however you want. You can put dots on them and stuff. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. No, oops, sorry. Let's close that app, that window. This one must be black. Let's do the bodies black. You see, I told you I cannot draw. I Can't stay in the lines. There's no lines. But I can't stay in the area. And it does seem to be bleeding on the black a little bit, which is kind of surprising to me. I don't think the other colors, but I think I just ruined them with that. Let me let that dry, and then I'm going to go over them a little bit with some of the other colors again, because I think I just ruined them. Let's go up here and see if we can. Or is it going to smear it? Yeah, it's smearing some of the black, and the black definitely was more liquidy. You see there's even a little black in that. So if you're going to do this, wait till they dry completely. So maybe they're not really acrylic. See, that's really bleeding. The black is really bleeding out. All right, we're going to have to let them dry and come back to fix them and maybe do another one that's not messed up. Anyway, we'll put those over to the side. Now, I think I do want to have, let me put these over here. That one doesn't look too bad. Maybe we'll just use one. And we might put some stickles on. I think I do want to put this on, maybe not. We'll keep it not two-dimensional. So this is going to go, I guess, like here. Happiness. Yeah, we'll just stick it there. I even got it on sort of straight. And, see, I was going to put the twine, just a little bow at the end of that. But I'm trying to think where, this is kind of thick twine. I suppose you could take it apart. I do have some linen thread somewhere, but right now I don't feel like getting up again to go look for it. I cut that too long. I don't know how to get this to stop twirling on me either. That's too big a loop. Or we could put it on the stem here and put flowers over here. Maybe I'll do that. Not sure I'm loving that thick twine. I'll just dump a couple of these out. They are stuck. Let me look for something here. No, I don't have it here anymore. I used to keep some linen thread in my little ribbon drawer here, but I don't see it. Let me get some glue dots. I guess I will put that there then. Alternatively, I could use the new metallic thread that I have. Not sure I want to do that. I don't want to cover up the word happy. I'm just sticking a glue dot on the back of each because they stick pretty well. I covered up, oh, it has happiness there, so that's okay. Yep. Another dark one. And we'll kind of circle it like. And then I think I'll put some up here. I need another dark one. Or two. Pretty colors. These are sort of, remind me of beachy colors too. I'll put all the rest of these away. I don't know. Should I put some up here? I'm going to. I like flowers. In fact, I was watching, I think her channel name is Shanuki Art. Shanuki Art. And she's in Australia. She is doing also a kind of a deck a year, but it's called something else. Anyway, it's like full deck challenge, but she has prompts every week. with colors and or other media to use. Kind of curving that a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And now, oops, let's leave this out. This will be trimmed down. I'm going to make it just a tad smaller still. Why is that twisting on me? Ugh. We're going to put that maybe like that. I think I like it better straight. We'll put it over here, but we'll trim those ends off. If I don't like it, I can always pull it up later. And let's get my ribbon scissors and just trim it here and here. Okay. And now just some jemmies, I guess. I don't think I want to do too much more with it, but I'm loving how it came out. And let's use this lighter green, maybe. Yeah, I think the lightest green. So we can put a dot there. And a medium dot up here. And a little dot way up here. There, I think that's enough. What do you think? I might still just take my scissors and trim the white off there. I'm not loving how that's showing, but yeah, that's my altered index card using the card I received from Penny. Some old stickers. I'd really like to finish these up, but yeah, they were right on the top of I have a bin of word stickers and other pieces that have letters on and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, I like that, and these just happen to match pretty well, I think. Just used a little ink blending, a little splatter and walnut stain, and Stampin' Up's Azure Afternoon, and then these little birdie flowers that I got somewhere online. And these I'm pretty sure I got as a free gift from Altenew, or they were like on really reduced. I don't know, but you can get gems at Dollar Tree. In fact, those Dollar Tree ones, I have some of them here. Hang on. Let me find them because I want to show you they would work too. Here. Well, I think there was another row, but this color would have been pretty too because it's sort of a blue-green. That would have been beautiful with it actually. So if you have these from Crafter Square, and you know what about these? These are nice and they don't add a lot of dimension. I really like these stickers, and they have them in this large size, but I think there's a no, I was gonna say they're smaller size too, but these are the small ones. They have some that are bigger yet. I don't like the biggest ones, but they're not in multiple sizes on the same sheet, but that's okay. Anyway, let me know what you think, and when you see this, I might just air it on Friday. I don't know. No, I don't know. We'll see. All right, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Thank you for watching. Oh, hang on. I forgot the butterflies. So, silly me. I think we're just going to use one because I don't really know where I want it. Yeah, I think 3 would be too many, and I'm not happy with how they came out. I could flip them over, of course. Let's quickly, though, just take the green, if I can find the green here, up here, and go over it a little bit more. I'll do it on the other side, too. And then the blue, the light blue, turquoise. You're supposed to shake them. Yeah, it definitely works better if you let the paint dry if you're not happy with something, and then you can go over it. So lesson learned. All right, I have to let that dry a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm going to look for some stickles and maybe something to put through the little holes because they're like little buttons. Maybe that's where I can use the metallic thread, and I think it's going to go like right there. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, silly me. So here's what I did. I used this blue and this green metallic thread. It's this very thin thread. And I took it and I went through the holes in the body several times. And I came out on the front the third time and tied it in two of those double knots. I forget what they're called. Anyway, and then I left the tails a little bit so it's like flight tails of the butterfly and it adds a little shimmer on the top of the card. And then I have this Studio G, which I think is from Walmart, glitter glue. It's separating a little bit, but anyway, it's still wet, so I put that on after I glued it onto the picture, and I glued it on with Fabri-Tac, um, which mine is getting kind of gummy, but it still works. I thought glue dots on the wood, it would hold, but maybe not as long as the Fabri-Tac. So I'm really pleased with how this came out. Sorry for my boo-boo of forgetting the butterfly. Out of sight, out of mind. I put it behind me. That's what I get, right? So, yeah, I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you again soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Thanks for watching and putting up with my silliness. Bye for now.